What's up, middle school and high school parents? My name is Phoebe Morris, and I am one of our high school pastors here at Arbor Road.
And I'm Haley, and I am the middle school pastor. It is fun to be sitting with you guys today, and by sitting with you, I mean virtually. You've clicked on this video because you are wanting more information on Hume Lake, and it's your lucky day because we love Hume Lake. Actually, I grew up going to Hume Lake. I went there since I was in 4th grade, which is crazy. It's actually the place where I was saved, and so Hume is so near and dear to my heart, and even more being a youth pastor, being able to see our students experience what we have gotten to, or I've gotten to experience, what I know Phoebe has experienced through camping ministry, and it is amazing. And so we wanted to kind of paint a picture of what a day in the life at camp looks like, kind of like a holistic picture of the week. We want to give you some insight of what we love about camp as youth pastors going with our churches, and then also some details on finances. So stay tuned for more of those details in this video. But in regards to a day in the life of camp, your students will be in a cabin of about 10 to 12 kids, likely in their age and stage of life, girls with girls, guys with guys, and they have one counselor for the week. That counselor's only job for the whole week is to be devoted to loving your student and walking alongside them as they learn the same messages from God's word as them, as they worship alongside them, as they get to play games with them. And that is honestly one of my favorite memories of Hume, is the counselor relationship that you get to build with students.
Something so cool about our counselors is that they're from our church. So they're oftentimes small group leaders, parents of students, and the cabins that they're in are cabins from Arbor Road. And so they'll know those peers from throughout the year, and then they'll also get to journey with them back at home.
So fun. So they'll sleep there all week in this cabin. They'll wake up, they'll go to chapel typically in the morning, or have seminars, which will be messages from God's word. Later in the day, they'll head into recreation, where they're given a team for the entire week, with the hopes of winning the championship t-shirt, which is so fun. Kids love recreation at Hume. It is so competitive, so awesome. And they have about 4 to 5 hours of free time where they can go on a walk around the lake, they can do the blob in the pond, they can go kayaking, they can go to the high adventure ropes course, they can go paintballing, they can go hang out with their leaders, get milkshakes, get coffee, play on the lawn. Like, there's so many opportunities for them just to get time with their friends and just time with their church community. I think that's just like a really precious time where they get to just have time together. They'll have a nighttime chapel, and oftentimes there's night games into kind of a cabin time later in the night where they get to talk through what the messages talked about. And that happens about 4 or 5 times in a row, which is insane. And so that's basically what a week looks like. And when they come into the week, those big chapels basically get to be space where they're learning a specific theme that Hume has prepared in advance, which is really awesome.
We absolutely love Hume. We believe in the ministry of Hume, and something that Haley and I as youth pastors love about Hume is that we actually don't have to plan for camp for 51 weeks out of the year just to spend that 1 week at camp. Instead, we have professionals who are planning camp for us. And while at camp, you won't see Haley and I running games. You're going to see us participating in them. You're not going to see us speaking on stage. You're going to see us sitting next to your students, taking notes alongside them. Something that we love about Hume is that they have full-time medical professionals who live at Hume. In the case that there are any injuries or sicknesses, they are going to get to tackle that. And we get to be that liaison between student and parent and medical professional, as we get to be right alongside those students as they're in the hands of the best people possible. And so we love Hume. And something that we want to put on your radar too is that communication is common at Hume. Although they won't have their phones, they do have access to a payphone that they can bring quarters, and they can call home through that. Also, Haley and I and Tony and any leaders who also want, we will all have Wi-Fi. And so that will give us communication with you guys in the case that you need to reach out. And in addition, you'll be able to actually send your student some like bunk notes through email. And those will be, I know, they're so cute. They get to like be printed out, and they get to get into the hands of students the day or the day after that you write them. And so those are fast-tracked snail mail, if you will. And then also, if you think ahead, you can send a package even to your student the week before so that it's arrived and ready to go for the week that they're at camp. So communication is common. We'll be posting on Instagram, and we have a text messaging system that will blast out some updates along the way as we want to make sure that you are in the loop on how your student is doing.
So if you're hearing this and you're like, yes, I'm in, but money is so hard, Haley, how in the world can I spend almost $900 to go to camp? First of all, we hear that and we're like, we get it. We'd feel the same exact way. But we are so grateful for the generosity of our church, even the ability to compensate a lot of that cost to make it the cost that it is, because our church is so generous, through Giving Tuesday, through adopting a counselor. We want you guys to know that we're here to help you with that. And so we never want money to be an excuse. We have a scholarship fund, and camperships at Hume Lake are very generous as well. And so if money is your only issue, or money is an issue at all, we're asking that you email the email below at amyatkinson@arboroad.com, because we want to journey with you to figure out how your kid can get there. If we find out later your kid did not come because of money, we will be so frustrated, because we do have the funds and the ability to help as much as possible. And so we want to help you with that. So please reach out to us. By us, I mean Amy, because she's the one who knows everything. And we hope you guys choose camp.